I'm Hughes.
And I'm Culder.
We love fast cars.
And we love to talk about them.
Join us while we travel the country looking for the sickest, fastest, and rarest exotic cars in the world. This is the Fast and the Curious. Today we're going to be here at Naples Motor Sports. We're going to be checking out a 2020 Lotus Evora. Lotus Cars Unlimited is a British company headquartered in Norfolk, England. And they are known for making high-end sports and racing cars. Lotus used to be in the Formula 1 races and actually won the championship 7 times. Lotus doesn't make a lot of cars. In fact, in 2017, they only made 1,600 cars that year.
To compare that to a more common brand, Ford manufactured 6.6 million cars in the same year. So Lotuses are very rare.
The first Evora came out in 2008 at the British International Motor Show.
Direct from the XL London Exposition Centre, the Auto Channel presents exclusive press pass coverage of the 2008 British International Motor Show.
Since then, the Evora has gone through changes to get this sweet ride that we're going to see today.
Come on, let's check it out.
Hi Mike, thanks for having us to talk about the Lotus Evora today.
So Mike, tell us what kind of car this is.
So this is a 2020 Lotus Evora GT, which is the final edition of the cars in the Evora run for Lotus.
Can you tell us about the Lotus performance?
So this car, for the Evora GT, they gave it a little bit more horsepower than the older ones and made it a little lighter weight. So it's under 4 seconds for a 0 to 60 and it'll go 186 miles an hour. And the horsepower on this is going to be around 416 horse and it's going to weigh in at just 3,100 pounds.
Let's talk about the exterior of this car.
So some of the neat things with this car that were special for the GT. You guys turn around and look. They did these little louvers in the fenders here, which let high pressure air come out of the wheel well to create more downforce. And if you look back here, they did a cutout where you can actually see the tire, which most cars you don't get to see that with. Again, letting the high pressure air out. Now you have the little vents and everything up here to let heat out from the radiators. And you come to the back of the car, you have the vents here channeling air into the engine bay because this is a mid-engine car. In this car, you can see the clear engine and bonnet, so you can see the motor sitting there and the wing here. Another thing they did for the GT though is if you come to the back and you look, there's actually a pass-through to the rear tire, again letting that high pressure air out of the wheel wells and making it more stable to drive at high speeds. And down here is a diffuser, again channeling the air from underneath the car so it controls what it does as it's going underneath. And on all the Evora GTs, the rear bumper is all carbon fiber, which is the different material there that's a little lighter weight with everything.
Okay, so what is your favorite thing about the exterior of this car?
For me, I'd have to say it's these holes in the rear bumper, because what other car has that? It's so cool when you pull up behind it to see. What are your guys' favorite parts?
My favorite part is probably the back lights.
They're pretty neat too, aren't they?
My favorite part about this car has got to be from the inside, how you can
Hey, you can basically see part of the engine if you look through the back.
With the clear engine bonnet here, huh? Now with this being a mid-engine car, I'll open up the back here. You still actually get some storage space back here as well, but the motor sits in front of the rear wheels, giving it a better weight balance and making it a better handling car than if the motor was behind the rear wheels or in the front of the car.
Hey.
Pretty neat, huh, guys? Lotus is still a hand-built car. If you look in here, this one, they all say hand-built, and the gentleman who built the car signed it.
So let's do the Fast and the Curious sound test. We're gonna start up the car and see how loud it is. Okay, now we're gonna do the same rev, but with the valves open.
Can you tell us about the interior features of the Lotus?
Most certainly. Let's go around over here so we can see the inside. We'll do a walkthrough. So as you guys are sitting in it here, these are a racing seat, and they use a couple different materials on the inside. You have the Alcantara, which is the softer stuff here, and then the leather, which is perforated. And if you look behind you, this one has the optional red inserts in the seats. You get the carbon fiber in the sills here, a little bit of carbon fiber up here, and if you look, this has Apple and Android CarPlay with the radio in the middle, and what the Lotus offers, though a lot of manufacturers don't, is still a manual transmission. What also is neat with the Lotus is if you guys look behind you, there's actually 2 more seats back there for you.
Cool. And you can see that thing move.
And you can see back into the motor, and while this is still a keyed car, once the key is on, you hit the push button start right there to start it up. What do you think, guys?
It's pretty cool.
How do the seats feel?
I like them.
I like
A couple
them
more
too.
years to fully grow into them though, huh?
Yeah. So can we turn it on and take a look?
You guys want to hop out and I'll turn it on? So guys, what we'll do is we'll just go in sport mode because you don't really want it quiet, do you? Now, if you look back here in the middle, look right at the motor.
It's gonna come on.
You see how the little piece moves when
We
you
learned
do it?
about that in a video.
Ah, so you already knew. One of the nifty things.
What's kind of weird is that they put a random charger in the back.
Where's the charger?
In the trunk.
Oh, really?
The battery charger back there so you can plug it in when you're not driving the car.
Oh, so it charges.
It's actually a functional thing because these cars all have a little bit of an electrical draw when you're not driving them.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Have you ever been in a Lotus?
I've never been in a Lotus in my life.
So this is a first thing. Lotus has always been known for having great handling cars that are very lightweight and a lot of fun. Alright guys, I'll get on it a little bit here if that's okay with you.
This is so cool. This thing's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Can't believe
Do a U-turn real quick here. Now with the Lotus, it's very good handle, so it's very flat. Whoop.
Got good hand.
this is pretty awesome.
What do you think, guys?
It pins you back back in your seat, doesn't it?
So with this, these are your heated seats. This is also your exhaust valve while it's open right now. If you press this, it'll make it quiet.
If your sport mode's on.
If your sport mode's on. Now if you go, yeah?
Otherwise it makes it louder.
Yep. And if you go to race, it turns off your traction control and it raises your RPMs a little bit for track driving. And if you turn it off, then it'll quiet everything down and the RPMs go back down.
What's the difference? Why do you open and close the vents?
That is actually to be nice to your neighbors if you're coming home late at night or if you want to have more sound.
Does it functionally make a difference, or is it just the sound?
It's more the sound than it creates a little bit more or less back pressure depending on the valve being open and closed, which can help with the performance, but as much as anything, it's to make the car look as good as it sound as good as it looks.
Yeah.
I would never expect to be in a Lotus Evora ever in my life. But this is amazing. Like,
Compared to a normal car,
this is definitely compared to a normal car.
What'd you think, guys?
I love this.
Yeah. You're okay with being in the tight back seat for the fun drive?
I'm okay with it if it's a Lotus. If it's a car this nice, I'm definitely okay with it.
You okay?
For our first contest, guess the amount of times that the Lotus logo appears on the Evora.
email your guess to contest@thefasteningthecurioushow.com for a chance to win this sweet Lotus hat.
First person to email us the correct answer wins.
Good luck!